Look, you guys, welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you all are doing so good today. As a SILKSONG YouTuber, things have been a little rough lately. We got another Kickstarter login today, but whatever. But today, right, I did see something that excited me, right? It's not SILKSONG related, I'm sorry. But it got me excited. And it got me curious. And it got me really confused as well. Now, what am I talking about? Hashtag who is Emio? Now, what am I talking about? What am I talking about? Let's watch this. Let's watch this little teaser trailer that Nintendo put out, and let's see who is Emio. Now, obviously, Nintendo has been hacked, right? Like, why would Nintendo post this? Why would they do something like this? Like, they do Mario games and stuff, and like Yoshi games, and like, you know, like Pikmin games. So like, what the is this? Sorry. But no, seriously, this is very left field for Nintendo, right? So like, now this is probably not a first party thing at all. It's actually not like out of the norm for them, especially in like the Switch era, to release like some games for the console that like seem more mature, or like stuff that you may not have ever seen on older Nintendo consoles. But that's just the Switch era, I guess. But this still seems a little weird, right? And what's funny is that like I went and I sent this video to Miles Nugget this morning, because you know I know he's, you know, after the Cherry Time podcast, he told me how much he loves Nintendo. So I was like, ooh, it's kind of interesting that Nintendo's posting such a weird horror trailer. And you know what? Miles has never verified his age on YouTube, so he couldn't watch the video. You literally have to verify your age just to watch this video, which seems crazy for Nintendo, the family company. Since we know it's some creepy trailer teaser and it's from Nintendo and it's not a hack, what can we speculate on? Well, on Reset Era, there is a person who translated this article, right, about a development team by the name of Blubber. I don't know if any of you have heard of Blubber before, but if you haven't, there is this good video I found today, and I'll post it right here. I'm sorry that I don't know the name of the person right now. Something Asylum, I believe. And but I have the video on my feed. I'll put it in the video. Don't worry. And they break down like all like the history of this team and kind of like their releases, and they kind of go through all their games that they've released. So I thought that was a great video to watch, especially when wanting to learn about this team. But they are a team who makes psychological horror games. Something that I guess I'm kind of getting into. I don't know. I streamed Doki Doki recently, and even though people wanted to spoil it, I also love Crow Country, even though that's not psychological, I guess. But anyway, they made a few games that are maybe not the greatest. I don't know. I can't say exactly because I haven't played them. But anyway, those games led them to being approached by a company called Lionsgate, who does movies. And they wanted them to work on a little horror game, or a little horror franchise, known as the Blair Witch Project. I don't know if anyone's played that. I have not. But that is a Bloober game right there, Blair Witch Project. Now, movie games are often a little cheaply made, or with a little less passion than they would have like on a new IP. But I believe a company... But I believe for a company like Lionsgate to specifically hire a team like Bloober for this project, they have to see something in that team, even if they haven't had like the most successful gaming track record so far. Now back to the Reset Era article, right? They were talking about another Bloober project being worked on and mentioning that it's got, you know, like a larger budget behind it. But they also mentioned a second project they're working on for Nintendo platforms specifically, that is much smaller of a budget, but is also more important for them for the future of their company. And is something that they feel has to be like a good game to solidify them, despite the smaller budget. So, we know that Bloober is working on a project for Nintendo. And we know that it is super important for them to get this one right. And now we know that Nintendo has some strange, weird game that we know absolutely nothing about, except for a hashtag who is Emio, and some Japanese letters, characters that translate into smiling man. So it's all kind of weird. Right? But it seems like a good fit to connect these two together. Blubber, horror team, Nintendo. Now Nintendo releasing a weird horror trailer. Nothing connected to it. I don't know. It has to be connected, right? But I guess we won't really know until we find out more about who is Emio. Do you think Emio will be one of our next Smash characters in the future? Comment below and let me know what you think. See you guys. And remain hopeful. SILKSONG is coming soon, you guys. Bye.